Now the next important topic in C++11 is smart pointers. See, pointers are used for accessing the resources which are external to the program, like heap memory. So for accessing the heap memory, if you are creating anything inside heap memory, we use the pointers. The problem with the heap memory is that when you don't need it, you must deallocate it. So mostly the programmers show laziness in writing the code for deallocation of objects, and that causes some severe problem like memory leak, which will cause the program to crash. So the languages like Java and C# or .NET framework, they provides a garbage collection mechanism to deallocate the objects which are not in use. So C++ provides smart pointers which automatically manage memory, and they will deallocate the object when they are not in use. When the pointer is going out of scope, automatically it will deallocate the memory. So first I will show you what is the problem with normal pointer, then I will show you what are the smart pointers available in C++. See, there are three smart pointers available, that is unique pointer and shared pointer and weak pointer. So what are these? I'll come to it. First I will show the problem with the normal pointer. Now see the severe problem here. This is a main function having a while loop. This is infinite loop. And this is calling function fun. And here I have a function fun. So what this function fun is doing, it is taking a pointer and dynamically creating an object of class rectangle. So what happens is, it will have a pointer p, and this will be pointing to an object of type rectangle which will have length and breadth. We already know about this. Now once the function ends, this p is deleted because p is a local variable to the function which will end. But a new rectangle that is allocated inside heap, that will not be deallocated. Function returns, it will come back. As it is infinite loop, again it will call. So again a new p is created. Then again a new object is created for a rectangle. Same length and breadth. What about that object? It's not deleted. So that object is not deleted. Again next time this object is not deleted. So every time it will create an object, but it is not deleting. So this is causing leakage of memory from the heap memory. Like for memory for length and breadth is unused. This is unused, though it is allocated but not in use. So slowly the entire heap memory may become unused because it is infinite. At one stage, because of lack of heap memory, the program will crash. So because of lack of heap memory, program will crash. Then what is a good practice? See, at the end of the function, at least I should say delete p. And if I don't do this, that is the problem. If I don't mention this, this causes a very severe problem. So that's what, because of the laziness or carelessness of programmer, this type of program problems may arise. Though there are testing tools that will also check whether there is a problem of memory leak there in the functions of your program or not. But still, it's a good practice if a programmer is taking care. Now to help the programmer, C++ takes the responsibility and say that you don't declare the pointer like this. You declare smart pointer, which will automatically deallocate the object when it is going out of the scope. So let me show you how we can declare a smart pointer, that is unique pointer. So let us see how to create a unique pointer and use it. See, I can say unique ptr of type rectangle, and the pointer name is p1. I will call it as p1, and here I should say new rectangle. Now this p is of type unique pointer, and this is a generic pointer, so I have mentioned the class name to which it has to point. So here the object of a rectangle is created. Now p will be pointing there. I will write down some parameters. Now using this pointer, I can access rectangle object. I can say p1 caps area. I can call function area cout p1 caps perimeter. Perimeter will be called, and that's all. So how this works is, a pointer will point on this one, and this whole thing is inside unique pointer class. Now what happens is, once the function ends and it is going out of scope, then unique pointer p1, that will be deleted. So automatically rectangle object is also deallocated from the memory. So who takes care of deletion of an object? A class unique ptr, that is unique pointer. and this rectangle object is within the context of unique pointer. So it will delete that one. See, right now, whatever the pointer is there inside, let us say PTR, this is the object of unique pointer P1. So unique pointer P1, which is internally having some pointer to the object, that object we have given it. So internally some pointer is there. So when the function is ending, who will get deleted? This object gets deleted. So this object get deleted. So the rectangle inside will also get automatically deleted. So you can see this one. We have created a rectangle object and given to unique pointer class. Now when it is going out of scope, it will delete the object. So you don't have to worry about the memory leak problem. So this is the benefit of smart pointers in C++. Now I will write down the code and show you other type of pointers. Let me show you briefly the differences between them. Let us see the differences between different type of smart pointers. See, one is unique pointer. Unique pointer means if you are using a unique pointer, then if one object is created and pointer P1 is pointing to this one, then only one pointer can point on this one. So we cannot share with another pointer. We cannot have another pointer assigned to it. But we can transfer the control to P2 by removing P1. By removing P1. So unique pointer means upon an object at a time only one pointer will be pointing. So we can move the pointer P1 to P2. So we can hand over it to P2. So P2 will be pointing on an object. So just now we saw a rectangle object. To that object we can have just one pointer, either P1 or P2. Now let us see what does it mean by shared pointer. Just like how we have just now used unique pointer, same way we have to just change the name and call it a shared pointer. Then more than one pointer can point to this one and it will maintain a reference counter. So right now 2 pointers are pointing on this one, so it will maintain a counter, so it will be 2. So shared means it can be used by more than one pointers. More than one pointer can point on the same object. It will maintain the reference counter. So if you remove P1, then the counter reduces to 1. So you can know by calling a function use count. So we can know the reference counter by calling this function on a shared pointer. That's it. This is about shared pointer. The last one, the minor differences there. Let us see. Next is weak pointer. Weak pointer is also same as shared pointer. So where more than one pointers can point on to same thing, but it will not maintain reference counter. So pointing will be there. It is weak pointing. So a pointer will not have strong hold on the object. The reason is if suppose the pointers are holding the objects and requesting for other objects, then they may form a deadlock between the pointers. So to avoid deadlock, weak pointers are useful. So it doesn't have a reference counter, so it's more like unique, but it allows the pointers to share it, so it is more like share. So it is in between unique and share, which is not strict. It doesn't bother how many pointers are pointing to it. So that's it. This is the benefit of unique pointer. So I will write the code and write the program and show you. Let us understand it practically. So let us write the code and check all these pointers.